Hi, have you ever wondered how do you make this beautiful persona prototype completely by yourself? Well, in this tutorial, we'll learn exactly how. Let's jump right into it. So we have this course script right here, and every tool that we will discuss in this tutorial is presented here. Ideally, you could start by diving into your data. So either Google Analytics seems to be a go-to place or Facebook Audience Insights, as we will learn. Let's start with Google Analytics. So right now I am in Udemy's Growth Hacking Course Analytics account, and we will click on Audience. Let's start with General Overview, right? So this is something that we have here. But for insights, we are interested in demographics. You need to have demographics report enabled in order to show. If you won't get any data here, but just like these notifications that this is not enabled yet, you just swipe to enable it and you will see it in a couple of days. So from what we can learn from Easel's existing audience is that it is majority male and approximate age is 35, 34-ish. So this is, let's say, a very broad demographic structure. We might want to collect more data, for example, about interests. So apparently we have online shoppers, technophiles, people interested in business, as well as some lifestyle thingies here. So something else is usually very interesting, which is geography. So we'll move to location. As you see here, the majority of audience comes from the United States, some other countries as well. And here, as we approach certain countries, we will see how many sessions did we get from there. Totally cool, right? Was this insightful? Well, it was semi-insightful. Let's try to get more data by using Audience Insights in Facebook Ads Manager or Business Manager, whatever you have. So we will go on to use the search bar here, and we will write Audience Insights. It is a special tool in Google Business Manager. If you don't have your ad account on Google on Facebook Business Manager, that would be a very good thing to do. So please check it out if you could register for a business account, because you get a lot of more functionalities here. So right now we will try to work with some data that we already found in Google Analytics. Let's say that our main audience is the United States. We have age groups from 24 to let's say 40 here. And as we are putting this criteria, we see, let's say, certain lifestyle characteristics, education level, job positions. There are also page likes, so what other pages do people like there, in which locations do they live. We have some activities insights, some household info, which is only available for the United States, and their purchasing activities, so online shoppers reflects very nicely here. But that was for general audience. We will dive into interests now. So let's see if we can find people who are interested in small and medium businesses, right? And this will be more insightful, as we are making this persona for a growth hacking agency that Davis and I want to launch for this course. And we will find this data, what these people are here. We might want to learn more about their page likes or activity, just browse through these things and see what comes in handy. Oh, I see Hennessy here, very interesting. Right. If you have like a big competitor, or if you are managing a big brand, your brand will probably pop up as interest as well. So we don't have it here for Easel. So we would, if we would be analyzing people connected with Easel, we would select a page here. But for let's say competition monitoring, we could do a larger brand such as Google, and we could see these insights for that specific one here. So this tool is lovely to play around with, especially if you already have some established web tractions, but it's not self-sufficient. So ideally, you could also get some hard data, some quantitative data from your CRM, email marketing program, from your previous ads campaigns who was responding well. These are the things that you would want to learn. And what is also not possible to neglect are the qualitative data. If you are more of an early stage startup, this will definitely be your main source of information. But also if you are already an established brand, if you are managing marketing for an established brand, these insights are absolutely priceless. So to do surveys with your customers, to talk to them, to share them some questionnaires, to do interviews. These are some of the things that we already discussed in the course. And I guess the challenge with personas is to just like combine this knowledge and try to abstract it on a very, let's say, prototypical level, so that you will be able to build those persona profiles later on. Something else might come very handy. These are external data. So either official stats, if we will be making here a persona for a small business owner, Robert from the United States, actually from Chicago, who owns a coffee shop. He would probably be a member of some small business association there, so we could check out if those associations publish some data. We could rely on some data from research agencies, and I have again something quite cool to show. So this tool in the tutorial is useful for the UK market. And basically here you have demographic segments which are quite nicely displayed. So let's do a quick filtering of this. So Robert is still a young guy, so his family with children. He's fully connected, definitely. He's probably somewhere between 35 and 45. So we might want to explore the segments that are highlighted here to find something that could be relatable to Robert and to get more ideas about his lifestyle. So by clicking here, you could have more data for these specific demographic segments as well. Right, but Robert is a real person and probably Davies learned how he does marketing and what pains is he facing when he was actually talking to him. So I believe that we have enough information to start building an actual persona profile for Robert. And we'll start with a very simple one. So this Make My Persona is a very nice tool by HubSpot, which can be used very nicely for B2B personas, not so much for B2C. And it's a very simple questionnaire actually. In the tutorial, I also put this link, how was this questionnaire built. So it was built with a wonderful tool called Typeform. You should definitely check it out. It's one of the best tools for gathering insights from customers that I use. But back to actually building this profile, let's click on Start. And I will get this persona very shortly on my email. Wait, I will just show you how this persona looks like. So I did one before. His name was Jim. and it looks like this, right? So whereas we captured all the data here, let's say that it can be a little bit prettier. So I wouldn't just go and print out this one and post it on my wall. You can if you want to, but actually I want to show you another tool which is a little bit more visual, and with this tool I actually built this persona. By the way, this is Robert for real. Cool, we'll go to this tool which is called Extensio. I already created the account, so I will just sign in now. And here, when you are browsing the templates, you will see user persona, and you will use this template to build such a persona. By the way, I was distracted with intercom here. So again, we have this chat window, and we'll learn how to do this in one of our tutorials. But right now, I will just quickly show you how to get stuff going here. So basically here you would upload or enter an URL of a picture. Then for text you would just click and change it here. But not to waste too much of your time, with this tool I generated this persona in like 10 minutes. So this is pretty to me. This I would consider of actually printing out and putting on my table. One last remark from me, with personas, don't fall in love with them, you know. They are still imaginary concepts. It can prove that this persona is not going to respond well to your marketing offering, and it's not going to grow as fast as you would like. That's okay. You will just have to experiment with other persona as well. The more data that you will obtain, the more customer intelligence you will get, the better you'll get at this. So for any questions, we're on Slack. We have a couple of people there who are very good in UX, so definitely don't be shy and reach out.